I initially purchased one pair of socks for my daughter, who is a sprinter on the high school track team, just to try them out. She wore that pair and begged me to purchase her more. I did 2 more pair. When the next order came in, my husband happened to open the box and he asked our daughter how did the sock feel. How did they wear? My daughter said, I wish I would have had them for track season last year. My husband, a sheriff deputy, who is always on his feet for hours, asked me to order him some to try out, so I ordered him 2 pair. He loved them. I had to make another order for 5 more pairs of socks between him and my daughter. I guess the next order will be for my son. He is a licensed barber and stands on his feet for hours every day also. My husband says these are the best made socks for people who play sports or people who stand or walk a lot on their job, because of the amount of support it gives to your calf, shins, and ankles. He said it gives the right amount of support and still allows some flexibility so that you are not stiff. These do noticeably reduce my pitting edema, in spite of having a much lesser compression than some hose that I have of another manufacturer. I think that these are 1520 mm Hg, maybe. Not for people needing what may be called medical compression. The downside for me is that weather permitting, I wear shorts. The very noisy color pattern does not suit me. I shall henceforth take care to get hose that are black only, or perhaps tan, but never again hose that are decorated like these. For update, I have now worn the plain black Rymora hose, and report that they have the effect of noticeably reducing my pitting edema. Persons not needing 2030 mm Hg compression will find either the plain or decorated hose fully satisfactory.
I love them. Bought 2 pairs and wear them almost daily. I had a pair before from a different manufacturer as almost a mistake. After a month or so I realized that I had more energy some days. Then by tracking when this occurred I had the compression socks on. I thought it was crazy and BS. Did some online research and found a ton of info about the socks, still skeptical. Bought another of these and it's the same consistent results. I'm on my feet 8 hours a day and go through shoes often, but I have found compression socks help immensely.
I wear size 11 men's and the medium fit just fine, although I think I have lost them to my wife. She's 511 with long legs. The compression stockings she usually wears are too short for her liking and 30 a pair. She works 12-hour shifts as a nurse. These are much more comfortable than the more expensive ones she has and they actually fit her. They come right to the bottom of her knee. One of the unique features is the cushioned foot, which means you don't need to wear socks with them. The stitching seems solid, as does the material. I haven't washed them, but I can't see why there would be any issues with that. All in all, these are a good deal and would also make a fine gift. I plan to purchase more of them.
I have no physical issues demanding these socks, but a motorcycle riding friend of mine suggested I try them for riding, and am I glad I did. They feel terrific inside my boots. They rise to just below my knee and keep me warm. These are the softest compression available and never feel like they are squeezing me in any way. They don't ride down and don't leave marks on my legs when I take them off. Admittedly, I have runner's legs, so users would want to consider compression. I've tried them under my jeans when walking a few miles and they perform perfectly there too. They stay where you put them and make my legs feel terrific.
We like the socks we ordered very much. We are anticipating using them on a vacation that will involve long plane rides and lots of walking. I'm sure they will be perfect. Would have been a 5 and I had planned to order another pair for each of us. I was surprised, however, when I went to reorder and saw that the price had nearly doubled. I doubt the production cost has increased that much, so I guess we will be washing them out a little more often. BRBR update, I'm very happy to say that the seller reached out to me to explain why the price increased as it did. The previous was an introductory offer as they were trying to establish themselves in the US market, and now that I understand, I'm very happy to increase the rating to 5 stars. The socks always deserved 5 and now the business has proven that they too deserve 5 stars. I've already ordered additional and I highly recommend them.
At first I thought, these are just more socks that probably won't work but look good. Wrong. I am so very happy to report that I wore these socks for my training session for a half marathon that I will be running in February. To my pleasant surprise, I had no ankle pain, top of foot pain, plantar fasciitis pain, Achilles pain or knee pain. These areas have always been my demise, but these socks did the job. I stopped my training and I was waiting for something to ache, but nothing did. I decided to come home and write this review and volunteer to be a product ambassador if they are looking for any. And last but not least, I bought another pair. Excellent product. Thank you.
This is an update on my previous review. I looked inside the sock to see why it hurt. These socks are sewn with a nylon thread on the inside of the toe box. You cannot wear these in shoes. Who puts a thick seam with a plastic thread on the inside of a sock? Very bad idea. Brbr thick and bulky sock. Excessive toe box and a big seam that runs across the toe box. Can't put sneakers on or any other shoes with these giant bulky socks. Good compression, but holy cow, what good are they if you can't wear shoes? My shoe size is a 7. I bought a small. The large is better than the medium for a 16 calf and 8.5 size shoe, but the toe box is oddly shaped even on a bigger foot, size 10 shoe. It is nice that there is not a seam across the top of the toe box, but the seam on the edges of the toes is really bulky. Since this will not be worn with shoes, I hope this will not be a problem. Brbr also, the design has a lot of bulky threading on the inside next to the skin. It is likely to cause marking. Will report back if it causes discomfort. Brbr the length of the socks is weird. Not long enough for over the knee, but too long to rest comfortably under the knee. Cuts across middle of knee. I am 56. I roll down to have it rest under the knee, which also causes a weird compression point. Burberry have purchased almost 10 different brands of compression socks and they are either too tight or too loose. From Amazon specifically, the toe boxes or the sock length have been the main problems. It is like the manufacturers do not take any quality control over their product for intended use. Brbr will wear for 3 hours to see if comfort is okay and if it helps with swelling. Brbr update, they seem to work with the swelling.
I am always on the lookout for good compression socks at a reasonable price. I buy a pair to try them out and for the most part I am happy with them. The compression is just right and I forget I am wearing them until I am ready to take them off. The markings on the socks help with the orientation and makes it very easy to put them on correctly the first time. The only reason I gave them 4 stars is that they are a bit longer than I expected and they almost come up on my knees a bit. I just don't pull them up that far and it takes a few seconds to get them comfortable at the top. I may buy some more when my other socks wear out.